Right? Sit yourself down, because what I've got for you today could flip this transfer window on its head. Giakoumakis linked with a shock return, fresh movement on the Jakob Breum saga, and one name, Richard Kone, that could change everything up front for Celtic's. But listen, the last story, that's the one that could solve our striker problem for good, so stay right here till the end. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. This is the Celtic news they won't tell you, but I will. Well, now here's a wee twist in the tale. Giorgos Giakoumakis, remember him? Big, bruising, goal-sniffing Giakoumakis, the man who bullied defenses for a laugh under Ange. Looks like he's off to Park on loan, and no. Before you ask, he's no coming back to paradise. He's been bouncing about a bit since leaving Celtic, MLS first, and to be fair, he was ripping it up over there with Atlanta United, scoring for fun, making a name for himself. But then he made the strange switch to Mexico with Cruz Azul, and, well, let's just say it's been quieter than Ibrox after a derby defeat. Barely kicked a ball, and now he's heading back to Greece to get his career back on track. What makes it even more interesting? He'll be joining up with Greg Taylor, who swapped Parkhead for Thessaloniki earlier this summer. So that's two former Celts now wearing black and white, and no, the govern kind, thank God. You and I both know what Giakoumakis brought when he was here. Power, instinct, and a proper striker's nose. He might not have been everyone's cup of tea, but when we needed a goal, he was always sniffing around the box like a terrier. Scored crucial ones too. And let's be honest, there's still a few in our current front line who could learn a thing or two about being direct. Now here's the question, and it's bound to stir the pot. With the way our attack looks just now, should Celtic have actually gone back for Giakoumakis instead of splashing 9 million on Ida? Would bringing him back have been madness or a masterstroke? Hit like, smash that subscribe, and let's make sure this video lands in front of every Celtic daft mate you've got. Right, here we go again. Jakob Breum, the Danish dynamo who's been flirting with a move to Celtic all summer, and yet we're still dancing around the price tag like we're negotiating over a bag of tatties. But now, Breum himself has spoken, and the door's still open. Just, he's 21, rapid, direct, and exactly the sort of player you'd want bombing down the wing when you're chasing a game in Europe. Brendan Rodgers wants him, that much is clear. But go ahead, Eagles, they're playing hardball. They want 5 million quid. Not because he's Neymar, but because they've got a sell-on clause to pay back Ty Odenza. So every penny counts. We've already fired in 3 bids. 1.5 million swatted away. 1.75 plus add-ons laughed out the room. 3 million still nowhere near. Meanwhile, them across the city just nicked Breum's ex-teammate, Oliver Antman, and that's only stiffened go-ahead stance. Only one was ever leaving, they said, and now it's Antman that's gone. But here's where it gets tasty. Breum's just said, time will tell. That's not a denial. That's not a commitment. That's a lad who knows if the right club comes calling with the right number, he's off, and Celtic, we should be that club. Kuhn's gone, Jata's still out, and we're screaming for width and pace. The real question now is simple. Does the board have the bottle to meet the valuation, or are they going to lowball it till another club swoops in and we're left pulling from the B list? So let me ask you this, Jordan 2, should Celtic just pay the 5 million and get Breum in the door now, or are we right to walk away and look elsewhere? Is this the kind of player you gamble on, or the one you regret missing for years to come? Hit like, smash that subscribe, and let's make sure this video lands in front of every Celtic daft mate you've got. Now, this is a name that should be tickling Brendan's ear, Richard Kone. And if you've not been paying attention to what the lad's been doing down south, let me catch you up sharp. He's 22 Ivorian, plays for Wycombe, League One, But don't let that put you off. This boy's been tearing it up. 18 goals, 3 assists, League One player and young player of the season. He's no just turning heads. He's ripping them clean off. And here's where it gets spicy. We're sitting on Adam Ida up top, right? £9 million dropped. And he's got the physicality, he's got the hold-up play. But what he doesn't have is clinical finishing. The numbers back it up. He underperforms on his XG, goes missing in key moments, and still hasn't shown he's the man to lead the line in Europe. Now look at Kone. This lad's XG outperformance is the real deal. He's got the touch in the box, he's a dribbler, he's strong, and he's deadly when he's got half a yard. And just like Gary Hooper once did, he's screaming for the chance to step up to the next level and show what he can do at Parkhead. 7 million quid is what it'd take. And tell me this, what's that worth if the boy bangs in 25 a season and gives us a proper weapon for Champions League nights? You're telling me we'll trust Ida to bury those chances under the lights against European giants? Or do we take the gamble on a lad who's already proved he can finish? So here's the big one for you. Would signing Richard Kone now be a masterstroke that fixes our front line? Or are you still willing to give Ida more time to come good? Be honest, who's your number 9 when it matters most? Hit like, smash that subscribe, and let's make sure this video lands in front of every Celtic daft. Mate, you've got